Hello, snowboarders of the internet. I'm your host, Avran LeFeber, and in this video, we're going to be reviewing the Yes Basic UnInc. This board features good old-fashioned traditional camber. If you don't know what that is or how it rides, I pity your soul. That's going to give all the load, pop, snap, and drive out of this board. So from contact point to contact point, you got that arc of traditional camber. This board is available in 149, 152, 156 wide, and 158. I rode this board at Copper Mountain on a sunny day with high-level clouds. There was low to moderate winds, warmer temps. You kind of had frozen, firm, fast groomers with some chunder snow. And then on the lower mountain it was a little bit slushy or creamy, and I rode it with my Rome Black Label bindings and my K2 Thraxis boots. This is your standard middle-of-the-road all-mountain freestyle flex. Softer tips that stiffen up about midway back to the inserts through the middle with a moderate amount of torsional flex. It's really nothing mind-blowing here. There's countless other boards that have this flex pattern. Now, when it comes to stability, you're going to get some chatter out in the tips, and that does resonate a little bit underfoot. In rutted out terrain, this board can get knocked around, but for the most part it stays on top of everything, so you don't really have to worry too much. Just keep your knees bent. The beautiful thing about this board is that it's good old-fashioned traditional camber, which means you're gonna load it up. So you're gonna be applying a downward force into this to get it to react as you roll back off the tail. This board has snap, just like other boards in the same category as it. Is it mind-blowing? No. Does it get the job done? Yes. Is it predictable if you've ridden camber? Sure. If you haven't, you're probably going to die. Now with that said, you can launch a side hit, hit a roller, gap over a family of fat skier people. It doesn't matter. And when it comes to jumps, small, medium, large, it has you fully covered with that. It wants to pop off the lip and do what it needs to do. It wants to be in the air. This is a board that is easy to launch a jump with. You can overshoot it if you really want to. As this board is camber, which I've mentioned numerous times in this review, you need to get your weight out over the tip and the tail, out by the contact point. When you engage a butter with this, you're going to just press into it a little more assertively than you think, because you're going to feel that camber take over and want to fight you. So you're basically fighting the bend of the board, and it wants to react and get back to that position. With that said, it's not the most butterable thing I've been on, but it's solid. It gets the job done. It is going to fight you. You are going to get a little bit of spring out of any variation that you do, so be aware of that. Now when it comes to jibbing, you need to be mildly assertive with this thing. You're going to be pressing way outside the binding towards that back or front contact point. With that said, you're going to feel that camber want to fight you. It's going to want to pop out of anything that you do. So just manhandle it a little bit more or give it a little bit more speed. Now when you get sideways on a feature, this board fully cradles right around it. You don't have to worry about it. It just hugs it perfectly and slides. It's got that perfect blend of flex where it's not going to clap out, but it's not so stiff that you're teeter-tottering on top of it, praying that you can slightly caress the feature. This board has a fluid and smooth roll from edge to edge, which makes it almost feel like you're riding a cam rocker board versus a full traditional board. With that smoothness, it's fluid and how it transitions from toe to heel. And what's nice about it being full camber is you've got that power to really push off the tail and drive through a turn. I will say that short, tight, quick setup turns or medium mellow carves are really its strong suit, but then again, you look at how this thing's designed, it's not going to be something you're going to go rail a Euro carve with all the time. Now with that said, you can rail a Euro carve and it feels locked in. This is a board that when it's on edge, you notice that you're gripping. You don't have to worry about it. It does have that underbite side cut, so it allows for more ankle steering if you need it, which is great because that helps change the angulation of your carve with very mellow adjustments. Who's this board for? The all-mountain freestyle rider. This board is fun and predictable. It just has this ease of riding that makes you feel like you've been on it for 100 days. You know how it's going to react when you load it up. You understand that it can hold its own in the park if you need to. You do have slam back inserts so you can set it back on a powder day. You got a little bit more of an up kick in the nose and the tail, which helps funnel that snout. And it's true camber, that full traditional camber. So when you load it, you know that it's going to rebound and react to getting back into its natural shape. Overall, it's a well-balanced board for what it is, and it's got a great graphic and homage to the UnInc series. So, you know, if that's your thing because you're older, go for it. Comparable boards: the Rosinal Resurgence, the K2 Medium, the Rome Agent. Binding recommendations: the Now Select Pro, the Rome Katana, the K2 Formula. This has been my review of the Yes Basic UnInc. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you own one? Are you going to buy one? Leave me a comment down below. Let's have a conversation about this snowboard. If you're new here, remember to subscribe, click the bell, get those notifications. That way you're not missing any of the videos we got coming out for all you snowboarders of the internet. And if you really like what we're doing over here and you want to support us further, swing on over to Angry Snowboarder VIP and become a member. Sure, I could tell you more here, but I got a video over there that explains it so much better. As always, I've been your host, Avran LeFeber, and I'll see you in another video.